Okay, so for question 1A1, find the mass of rice as a percentage of the mass of sugar. To do this, we take the mass of rice, which is 425 percentage in the mass of sugar, over 500, which is 425 over 500. And then it's 85%. In percentage, it's 85. Next, find the mass of butter needed to make 35 of these biscuits. So, butter is 260. Then I'll need to divide it by 20 and then multiply it by 35. So 260 divide 20 multiply 35 is 455 grams. For question 1A3, Michael has 2 kilograms of each ingredient. Work out the greatest number of these biscuits he can make. So you'll need to take the one with the highest grams in 20 biscuits, which is flour. So you'll take 20 divided by 650 multiply 2000, which will give you X. Which is 61. Supposedly it's 61.5, but you can't make a cookie with half. So 61. The answer is 61. You have to round it downwards, no matter what.
Okay, for question 1B, a company makes these biscuits at a cost of 1.35 per packet. These biscuits are sold for 1.89 per packet. Calculate the percentage profit the company makes on each packet. So first it's pretty simple. All we need to do is 1.89 minus 1.35 over 1.35 times 100 equals to equals to 40. Okay, for the next question, the selling price of 129 has increased by 8% from last year. Calculate the selling price last year. So first, the equation would look like this. X times 1.08, which is 108%, equals to 1.89. So X equals to 1.89 over 1.08, which is equal to 1.89 over 1.08, 1.75.
Okay, for question 1C, over a period of 3 years, the company's sales of biscuits increased from 15.6 million packets to 20.8 million packets. The sales increase exponentially by the same percentage each year. Calculate the percentage increase each year. So, before, multiply 1 plus x over 100 to the power of 3, because 3 years, equals to 15, equals to after, which is 15.6. So then before is 15.6 multiply 1 plus x over 100 cubed equals the 20.8. 15.6 is not after, that's before. Okay, then we'll need to find x in percentage. So 1 plus x over 100 cubed equals to 20.8 over 15.6. Okay, then we'll need to cube root the after side. So 1 plus x over 100 equals to cube root, so like this, 20.8 over 15.6. 20.6. X over 100 equals to cube root this 20.8 over 15.6 minus 1. X is that multiply 100.
Just calculate it.
Put a bracket here. So then cube root 20.8 20.8 over 15.6, and then minus 1 multiplied by 100 is 10. So the 10.1 actually. So the answer is 10.1%.
Okay, for question 1B, the people who work for the company are in the following age groups. The ratio of number in group A to the number in group B is 7 to 10. So A over B is equal to 7 over 10. The ratio of number in group B to group C is 4 to 3. So it's B over C is equal to 4/3. So, and then we want to find A over C. So to do that, all we need to do is AB over BC. Basically, this multiply this, and then we can cancel out B is equal to 7 times 4, which is 28, over 10 times 3, 30, which is 14 over 15. So A to C is 14 to 15. There are 45 people in group C. Find the total number of people who work for the company. So first, we take this ratio, 14 to 15, the 15 side, 45 over 15, we do that, which is 3. So it's this ratio multiplied by 3, only this ratio. So 14 multiplied by 3 is 42. So A, the number of people in A is 42. And then A to B, 42 over 7 is 6. So this ratio we multiply by 6. So B would therefore be 60. So 45 plus 42 plus 60 is 147. So 45 plus 42 plus 60 is 147.
Okay, for question 2A1, write down the modal time interval, also known as the mode time interval. So the mode is the one with highest frequency, so you just look at the frequency chart, 44. So you take 20 and then 25 over here. For question 2A2, write down the interval containing the median time. Okay, so for the median time, they set the time taken for each 120 students. So it's a 120 plus 1 divided 2, which is 60.5. 20 plus 1 divided by 2. Yeah, 60.5. Then 16.5 is in between 60 and 61. So here is 44. Then plus 32. So 44 plus 32 is 76 over here. There's 76. 60 and 61 is below 76. So it has to be at frequency 32, which is 25 and 30. Then we'll need to calculate an estimate of the mean time. So to find the estimate of the mean time, we'll need to make another table where here is TF. T is time, F is frequency. Then we take the average of T. So here's like 22 22.5, and then multiply by 44, which is 990. Then here we do the same thing, 27.5 multiply 32, which is 880. And then 42.5 multiplied by 4, 170. Then we'll need to take epsilon TF, basically the total of TF, divided by the total epsilon F, which is just 120, which equals to over 120. Add up the TFs column. Which is 3400. Then 3400 divide 120, which is 28.3. So it's 28.3 minutes. Next, a student is chosen at random. Find the probability that this student takes more than 40 minutes. So, more than 40 minutes, so it can't be here, even though it says bigger is smaller or equal, but there's also an equal, so it can't be 40. But here it's a guarantee more than 40, so we'll have to take here. And then the frequency is 4, but they want probability, so it's 4 over 120. 4 over 120, put in the simplest form, is 1 over 30. Though they didn't say put it in simplest form, it's just better.
Okay, for question 2B1, complete the cumulative frequency table. So, this over here must be 120. So, if this isn't 120, then there must be an error somewhere here. So, less than 30 would be 32 plus 44, which is 76. And then less than 35, 28 plus 76, 104. And then 12 plus 104 is 116. And then finally, 116 plus 4 is 120. For the next question on the grid, draw a cumulative frequency diagram to show this information. So, first, when t is less than 20 is 0, but it's not included here. And then when t is smaller than 25, it is 44, which is somewhere here. 44. And then at less than 30, it is 76. Less or equal than 35, it is 164. Wait, 104. At less or equal than 40, it is 116. And then finally, it must be 120. Then we just join the dots. So it goes something like this. And it should look something like this. For the next question, we need to find the median time. So 6 at 60, draw it or connect it to the graph, and roll down. And it should land somewhere there. 27. Next question, find the interquartile range, which is basically 120 divided 4, which is 30. Connect it to the graph, push it down. 21, 22, which is 22.5. And then we take 30 times 3, which is 90. Connect it to graph. Then going straight down. So that's about 31, 32. So that would be 32 minus 22.5, which is 9.5. For next question, we need to find the number of students who took more than 37 minutes to complete the cooking challenge. So 35, 36, 37. And it is meets and it's around here. And then we to the left, and then it's about 113. So 120 minus 113 is 7. So
For question 3A1, draw the image of triangle A after a reflection in the line x equals to 2. X equals to 2, reflection in the line x equals to 2. So it will look like this. At x coordinates 2, and then a vertical line. Then we draw the image of A reflection. So look here, then 4 off, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 down, like this. Yes. Then you just match up the dots. And this is for A1. Next, A2. Draw the image of triangle A after translation by the vector -2, 4. So, image A, -2, so move down 1, 2, and then move up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's over here. Move like this, because common sense, 4 to the left, across, and 2 downwards, and move back up here. Draw the image of triangle A after enlargement by scale factor -1/2, centered 3, 1. 3, 1 is also over there. They said translation of A again, enlargement by negative. Since it's negative, it has to go beyond this line over here. It has to go beyond the dot, the shape. Since it's half also, it also needs to, be half the size of it. So just draw the points up. And then from here, we can just try to match it up. So here, this shape will have to go downwards. Well, it should be downwards, which is 2 since it's half the size. Then 1 up. Still makes sense so far. And then goes down like this. That is your triangle of -1/2, centered 3, 1.
Okay, for question 3B, Describe fully single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So it's definitely a rotation, and then it's anti-clockwise. So the rotation center should be somewhere around here because it's anti-clockwise. So first we try -6, 0, which, okay, that doesn't work because the arrow, yeah, obviously it doesn't work. Now let's try 6, -1. It also doesn't work. Now let's try -5 and -1. Oh wait, that doesn't work either. Then we try 6 and -2. Okay, it works. 3, 1 and 3, 1. Yep, it works. So it's a rotation. -90 degrees anti-clockwise. Around -6, -2. For question 3C, we need to describe fully the single transformation represented by the matrix.
Next question, describe fully the single transformation represented by the matrix 0, -1, -1, 0. Okay, fully transformation represented by the matrix 0, -1, -1, 0. The single transformation represented by the matrix. Okay, so here we need to take x and y coordinates. This will have to multiply with this. Wait, no, this is wrong. You can't multiply like that. You have to take x, y, multiply 0, -1, -1, 0. So x can multiply this, y multiply that. And all of that must equal to xy equals to this must equal to and then x over here. So x multiply 0 is 0, y multiply -1 is -y, so it must be -y over here, and here must be -x. Wait, let's test it out. Negative, and then later multiply -1, and then 0, yeah. Now we just need to take any point, so it can be here, which is -1, -1, it's very simple. Then we swap it, so it becomes 1, 1. So like -3, -2. -3, -2 becomes 2, 3. So 2, 3. Then from this line, we can tell that this is a mirror just by the line of y equals to -x. Over here, let's see. Yeah, it's y equals to -x. So we know that it is a y equals to -x reflection. A reflection of like y equals to -x.
Okay, for question 4A, we need to simplify the 4A1, it's 3p squared to the power of 5. So 3 to the power of 5 would be 243. And then p to the power of 10. Because p to the power of 3 times 5. So it's 243p to the power of 10. For 18, it's 18x squared, y6, divide 2xy squared. So 18 divided 2 is 9, x squared divided x is x, y to the power of 6 divide that is 4, y 4. So it's 9xy 4. Question 43, 5 over m to the power of negative 2. So first, that is pretty much equal to m over 5 squared, which is equal to m squared over 25.
Next question, in this part, all measurements are in meters. Work out the value of W. So in order to work out the value of W, oh yeah, they said the area of the rectangle is 310 meters squared. And all of them are in meters. Okay, so firstly we need to find what x is, which we can find. Since this is a regular rectangle, these two lines are same. 5x minus 9 equals to 3x plus 7. And then we just find x using algebra. 2x equals to 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. So x is 8. Then 8 multiplied w equals to 310.
Not 8. It's, I don't, 8, this.
Oh yeah, then later we replace the values. So 3x, 3 times 8, which was 24, plus 7. It doesn't have to be so confusing. 31. Over here, 31. Multiply w equals to 310. W is 310 divide. Yeah. Oh wait, I just realized this is 10. Okay, w equals to 10.
Okay, for question 5, a diagram shows a design made from triangle AOC joined to sector OCB. AC is equal to 8, OB is equal to OC equal to 7, and angle ACO is 78. So as they mentioned, AOB is OC, so we'll draw this. And AC is 78, yep, they're on here. Use the cosine rule. So cosine rule, the formula for cosine rule, law of cosine, is a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc sine cosine b. To show that OA equals to 9.47, correct the 2 decimal places. So first, we'll assume that OA is x. X equals to, x squared equals to 8 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 8 times 7 times cosine 78 equals to 8 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 8 times 7 times cosine 78, which is equal to 89.7, but that is not x. X is equal to that, so 89.7, which is 9.47. And we have just proven that OA is 9.47.
Question B. Calculate angle OAC, which is this angle. Okay, since we know this is 9.47, based on Johnny's answer, they already gave us the answer. We need to use sine law. You can use cosine law too, but then sine law is easier. Okay, well for me that is. Okay, so angle AOC, theta, sine theta over 8 equals to 7 sine 78 over 9.47. Sine theta equals to sine 78 divided by 9.47 multiplied by 8 is 0.83, and then theta is arcsine that whole thing, so arcsine answer is 55.7. 5.7.
Yes. Sine theta over 8.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
Sine.
We're calculating angle AOC.
Yes.
OVC.
Oh, I'm calculating angle OEC. Oops, wrong calculations. Oh, in that case, it's not divided. It's divide 7. Oh, I see where this is going. Sine 78 over 9.47 multiplied by 7. Arcsine the answer, which is 46.3. Oh, the answer is 46.3. Oops. 46.3.
Okay, for question C, the perimeter of the design is 29.5. So okay, show that angle COB is 41.2 degrees, correct to one decimal place. So this is 9.47, this is 7, and this is arc CB, which okay, then I'll redraw this triangle and then a sector. So this was 9.47. This was what was that? 8. And then this is 7. Oh. Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right. This was 7. And then, because they gave us the perimeter of the design is 29.5, we can find that arc. So it's 29.5 minus bracket 7 plus 9.47 plus 8, which is 5.03. The arc is 5.03. Then we need to find this angle. So we can use ratio. 5.03 over pi r squared, which is equal to 49 pi, equals to the angle x over 360. So x is equal to 5.03 over 49 pi times 360 equals to over 49 pi times 360, 11.76, basically 11.8. Oh wait, it's not pi r squared, it's not pi r squared. It's 2 pi r, which is 14 pi. So it is not 11.8, it is 5.03 divide 14 pi times 260, which is 41.2. Correct to the nearest decimal, that is. Question. Can we do question?
Yes, 5D. Calculate the total area of this design. Okay, so I labeled sort of the formula. X is the sector area. We know how to calculate the triangle, which they already gave us without writing anything. We still would know. So X, to get X is we need to find the area. We need to use ratio. We know that is 41.2. So 41.2 over 360 equals to. So X is Y. Okay, then Y equals to Y over pi r squared. Okay, that's X. Oh wait. Okay, then X equals we know the radius, 41.2 over 360 multiply pi r squared, and then calculate that. R is 7. R is 7, so 7 squared pi, then calculate that. 1.2 over 360 multiply 7 squared pi, which is 117.6. That's the area of the sector, apparently. Okay, then we replace X values. Half multiply. Okay, half multiply 8 times 7 times sine 78 plus 17.62, which is the area of the sector, equals to plus half times 8 times 7 times, half times 8 times 7 times sine 78, 45.01. Okay, so the answer is 45.01 centimeters squared. Was it centimeters? Yeah, it was in centimeters.
Okay, for question 6a, complete the table of values for y equals to x cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2x squared for x is not equal to 0, because otherwise it would be negative infinite or infinite. So if x was negative 0.5, we need to find y. So negative 0.5 cubed divide 3 minus 1 over 2x, which is 1. Wait, negative 1, which is 0.96. And then if x was 1 over 3, 1/3 minus 1 over 2. It's 0.167 negative. And then for x equal to 2, 8 over 3 minus 1 over 4, which is 2.4 1 here -1. And this one should be 2.4. And the table is completed. For question 6b on the grid, draw the graph of y equals to x cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2x squared. So the first dot would be at -9.1. And then the second dot would be -2. Wait. It would be at -2.8. And then at -1 it's -0.8. And then at 0.3, -0.3, it is -5.6, -0.3. This is -5.6. And then 0 is all the way down there. And then at 0.3 it is -5.5. At 0.5, -2. And then 1 is -0.2. At 2, it's 2.4. And at 3, it's 8.9. Now we just join the dots. And then some loops down as it goes back up. And then it goes, should look something like this. Okay, now that we've got the curve, but we can find an estimate of the gradient of the curve at x equals to -2. Is somewhere around this angle. Then I draw a straight line. Okay, then after we draw the tangent, we connect the points here. And here. So they meet at -2.8. And here it is at 0.8. So 0.8 plus 2.8 is 3.6, and then over 1, so it's 3.8. Question 6c2. Write down the equation of the tangent to the curve at x equals to -2. Give our answer in the form y equals to mx plus c. So we know that m is 3.8. So y equals to 3.8 x plus c. And then we extend the line to find c. and C is around 4.2, 4.3. Yeah, 4.3. So C equals to 4.3. Y equals to 3.8x plus 4.3. Question 6b. Use our graph to solve the equation of x cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2x squared equals to 0, which means when y equals to 0. So it's over here. So there are only two intersecting points, or only one, which would be this one, at x equals to 1. Around 1.1. And then x cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2x squared plus 4 equals to 0. So that means y equals to negative 4. There are two intersecting points. 3. One over here. Stop here a bit. So 1 is over here when x is around 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Around negative 3.8 or over here when x is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around that's negative 2.2. And then this one is up. This one is 1, 2, 3, negative 0.3. And then the last one, which is this one, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 0.4. Question 6e. The equation x cubed over 3 minus 1 over 2x plus 4 can be written in the form ax to the power of n plus bx to the power of n to the power of n minus 3 equals to 0. So first we eliminate the denominators, which is this whole thing times 6x squared. So x cubed, 2x cubed, 2x to the power of 5 minus 1 times basically this x cubed, this whole thing, x cubed over 3 6x squared over, so it's 2x squared, so it's x cubed times 2x squared, which is 2x to the power of 5, then minus 1 over 2x times 6x squared, so x squared can cancel out, and then 2, and then the 6, 3, so it's minus 3 plus 4 times 6x squared, 4 times 6, 24, x squared equal to 0. Then we rearrange to 22x to the power of 5 plus 24x squared minus 3 equals to 0. And then n would be 5. Yep, n is 5. A is 2. And B is 24.
For question 7a, show that 5x squared minus 12x minus 27 equals to 0. So we know that there's something in common with all of these, other than a right angle. It's the Pythagorean theorem. X squared plus 2x minus 3 bracket squared. I like to not put the square and just multiply again because it helps me process faster, equals to 36. Then x squared plus, and then 4x squared minus 12x minus plus 9 equals to 36. Then you just move all of them and simplify them. 5x squared minus 12x, so far so good, plus, oh wait, it has to be minus 9 minus 36 is negative 27.
9.
You're moving this here, which equals to 0. Okay, I've proven it. Next, 7b. Solve 5x squared minus 12x minus 27 equals to 0. Show all your working and give your answers corrected to 2 decimal places. And there's 2 values. Meaning, you're not using double brackets. X equals to cert.
It's not x.
Cert. It's x equals to cert.
It's
No,
negative
x
b.
equals to plus
Negative b.
negative b plus minus cert. Then negative b is b, a, c, a, b, c. And then this is negative 12. So the formula to do this is negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. X equals, which equals to negative, 12 plus minus cert, and then b squared. Negative
1 to 1.
negative
1,
12
4.
squared. Oops.
1 for 4.
This is negative 1 for 4.
It's 1 for 4.
Minus, then 4ac. 4ac.
Okay, then you need to just calculate.
4ac is a 4 times 5 times negative 27, which is
Minus.
plus 540, because they said minus, so it's minus. Yeah. Okay, then over 10. Yes. Now x equals to this and x equals to that.
I get the positive.
Okay, Johnny's getting the positive, I'm getting the negative. Minus cert, but then it's faster. Cert 144 minus plus 540 over 10, which is negative 1.42, and Johnny got 3.82.
Yeah, 8 2.
3.82 and negative 1.42. Next, calculate the perimeter of the triangle. We got x positive and negative. Since we need to calculate perimeter, we can't use the negative, so we must use the positive. 3.82 plus 2x to 3.82 minus 3 plus 4.64 and then plus 6, which equals to plus 3.82 plus 6, 14.46. Next, calculate the smallest angle of the triangle. Okay, the smallest angle for a triangle, so we look up. Now I know they said not to scale, so I'm not gonna scale it, but this does look like the smallest angle, so we're going to try that out. They said they want the smallest angle. We're going to see and calculate this and this angle. It can't be this angle. Wait, no, we just need to calculate one of the angles, and then we can get the bigger one or the smaller one. We're taking the smaller one. Okay, so 6. Okay, so this is x, so then wait, hold on. So it's adjacent over hypotenuse, which is cosine. So it's 6. No, it's what was the other one? So it's x. X is 3.8. We can take x 3.82 over 6, and then theta equals to this arcsine, because theta is an angle. Arcsine 3.82 over 6, which is 39.54.
Okay, for question 8a, we need to find HF8 third. So F8 over 3 is F8 over 3 equals to 8 minus 8, 0. And then H0 equals to 2 to the power 0, 1. So that would be 1. A2, GH negative 2. H negative 2 is equal to 2 to the power negative 2, 1 over 4. Then G 1/4 is equal to 10 over 5/4, which is 10 times 4/5 equals to 40 over 5, which is 20. Eight. Questions 8a3, we need to find G inverse of x. So first, gx equals to 1, y equals to 10 over x plus 1. Then we make x the subject. X plus 1 equals to 10 10 over y, then x equal to 10 over y minus 1. G inverse of x is basically 10 over x minus 1. 10 over x minus 1. For question 8a4, we need to find f inverse f5. So the inverse of a function will always be this number in the bracket, so it is 5. Question
B. B. Write fx plus gx as a single fraction in its simplest form. Single fraction, meaning we need it in fraction. Okay. In its simplest form, I've written down what fx and gx will stand for. Let me go up and make sure.
minus 3x
Yes.
and 10 over x plus 1.
Yeah, and x cannot be -1. Okay, so 8 minus 3x. Firstly, we'll need to over 1 plus 10 over x plus 1. Turn everyone into fraction because they want it in single fractions. So firstly, we need to take all these over x plus 1.
And then 8 minus 3x times x plus 1.
Then
Bracket x plus
8 minus 3x multiplied by x plus 1
1. And then 10.
And then plus.
plus 10 because 10 multiply 1.
Yes.
Oh yeah, plus 10. Then we'll need to break it. So 8x plus, wait, hold on. No, minus 3x squared plus 8.
Minus 3x.
Yeah, minus 3x. All of that divided by x plus 1. Yeah, plus 10. Okay, then once we've got that, all of this will equal to, simplify it, x, 8x minus 3. So 5x, then, wait, hold on, let's do the x squared first. Negative 3x squared plus 5x. And then what's next? Oh, wait. Yeah, and then plus 18 over x plus 1.
Correct.
So that is the answer. Okay.
Okay, for question 9a, A, B, C, D, and E lie on the circle center O. Angle AEB equals to 35 degrees. Angle ODE is 28 degrees. And angle ACD is 109. 9A1, we need to work up the following angles giving reasons for our answers. Okay, so question 9A1A, angle EBD is equal to, okay, so we need to find EBD. So we know that this is also 28 degrees because it's isosceles. They both are on the circumference and they both connect to the center. So that this angle must be 28. 180 minus 28 minus 28 is 124 degrees. So EBD must be equal to 124 divided 2, 62, because Star Trek. Star Trek. That's how you spell Star Trek, right?
Should be.
Or without the C.
Not Star Trap, okay? The last time you wrote a Star Trap.
Is it Star Trek?
Yeah.
Okay, so question 9A1B, angle EAD is equal to 62 because alternate segments. Because they are actually the same Star Trek, except it's moved a bit. Okay, question 9A2. Work out angle BEO. BEO. Okay. So BEO would be theta, let's say. Okay, so first theta plus 35 plus 28 plus 109 equals to 180. So theta is equal to 180 minus 109 minus 28 minus 35 equals to 180 minus 109 minus 28 minus 35, which is 8. Yeah, 8.
Okay, for question 9B1, work out the number of sides of this polygon. So 11x plus x is 12x. 12x equals to 118. X equals to 15. Okay, then to get the number of sides, 360 over 15 equals to 24. Right? 360 over 15 is 24. So the number of sides of this polygon is 24. Next, find the sum of the interior angles of this polygon. We know what x is. The interior angle is 11x. Find the sum of the angles of this polygon. Okay, so first 11 times 15 times 24, because that's the number of sides, which is 11x times 24, which is 3960.